Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is for the full moon on January 17th, 2022. This is the first full moon of the year and it is in the sign of Cancer. And my sun is in Cancer, so I'm going to feel right at home with this full moon. The full moon is a great time to release anything that you no longer need in your life. It's a time to look back at intentions that you may have set on the new moon 2 weeks ago and kind of assess where you are, see what needs to be done, what is limiting you from reaching those intentions that you set, and releasing them, setting the intention to release those things during this full moon. Since this full moon is in Cancer, there will be a focus on Cancer-like qualities, which are emotions, nurturing, the home, intuition, and really connecting to your home and your family. So you can look at those areas of your life and what do you want to change in those areas, what maybe challenges do you have in feeling your emotions, expressing your emotions, your home life, your family life, nurturing, self-care, that kind of thing. What is blocking you from living your best life and being in alignment with your true self in those areas? And this may be the time to set the intention to release those blockages, those challenges, and as well as becoming really in tune with your emotions and your body and your intuition. Turn inwards and really feel your feelings. What are you experiencing right now in your body? What emotions do you need to release or want to release? What have you been holding back that you can now release in? It can be a great time to let those emotions out in a healthy way. Cancer can also be dramatic and Cancer can be moody, so be aware of those tendencies and just be aware of how you are releasing those emotions. But it is a really great time to release anything that has been weighing on you. You can purge any negativity or any baggage that you have been carrying with you. Really release what you've been holding on to that you don't want to bring into this new year anymore. This Cancer full moon can also bring a lot of surprises and excitement and blessings your way, so be open to receiving that. And to receive these new exciting blessings, you need to make space for them in your life. So release what you need to release to open up so you can accept what is coming your way, the good things that are coming. Cancer is a water sign, so just go with the flow. Cancer is also ruled by the moon, which can make this a powerful time. Go with the flow of life, go with the flow of your emotions. Tune into the excitement and tune into the possibility and the love in your life. So now that you know what to expect with this Cancer new moon and the energy that is occurring during this time, I'm going to be asking our familiars for a message, what they want to tell us about this full moon. I like to ask our familiars for input because they are really in tune with energy. They are in tune with the natural cycles. They're also in tune with us. They mirror our emotions, they mirror our behaviors. They show us things that we're not really aware of that's even going on inside of us, and they can really be a guide and support us and assist us and help us understand ourselves. So it's really great to check in with our cats and our dogs and see what they're feeling right now and ask them for advice. They're so in tune with energy, they can give a lot of really great advice. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. I will be using the Dog and Cat Communication Tarot deck if you're interested in that deck, which is specifically made for communicating with your animals. I'll leave the link below. I'm going to shuffle the cards and pick 2 cards for group 1, group 2, and group 3. So while I shuffle the cards, get in a meditative state, take a deep breath, relax your body, and see what number feels best for you. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. The number you pick, those will be your cards, and that will be your message from your familiar, the cat or the dog in your life, to you. So what does our familiar want us to know about this Cancer new moon? What advice does our familiar have? What does our familiar want maybe us to release? this Cancer new moon? What emotion does our familiar want released from the household or behavior? What does our familiar want us to know? Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Group 1, your cards are the Six of Bones and Justice. Group 1, you have Justice and the Six of Bones. The card Justice is really about the consequences of our actions. So our animals have a really great understanding of the consequences of their actions because that is usually what training is based on. Essentially, positive reinforcement is based on cause and effect. Your dog does something and they get a reward. Your dog sits and they get a reward. Your cat meows at you and you give them breakfast. With the Justice card, our familiar is really asking us to look to see what is motivating our actions. Why are we motivated to do certain things? Is this in alignment with our values, our belief systems, our goals, or our true authentic self? Or are we doing things because we think we should, or because someone else has told us to, or we just think that's how it is, that's how life is, and that's what I should be doing to get to this goal or this outcome? Really consider that there is no real should. You should be doing what is right for you, what feels good for you, not because someone else told you or because you feel like you have to. There are certain things in life that, of course, we have to do that we may not want to do. But when it comes down to how we get to our goals and the direction we want our life to take, we have a lot of choice about what we want to do and how we want to get there. And are your actions, are your behaviors in alignment with your values, your belief system, your true authentic self, who you are at the core, your soul? Your familiar really wants you to ask this and consider this and look at maybe some behaviors or routines or something in your life that maybe isn't in alignment with where you want to be headed, where you want your life to go, or who you want to be as a person. So this is probably something that your familiar is telling you to release. Whatever action isn't in alignment, or whatever you're doing that isn't producing the results that you want, that you know it's a habit that you have to break, you know it's something that isn't giving you the results that you want. Now it's time to release that behavior, release that action, release that habit, release that thought or that belief, and choose something that's better for you and better for your familiar as well. The Six of Bones is all about giving and receiving. So your familiar is telling you that they have a lot to give you, and there are a lot of blessings, there's a lot of love, there is a lot of lessons that they are here to teach you. And you need to be open to receiving those. You need to be open to receiving the love back. And maybe you're feeling uncomfortable, or you're feeling you're not worthy or you're not deserving. There's something in your life that is really great and you're really happy for it and you want it, but you're feeling that maybe you haven't done enough to deserve it, or you aren't enough to deserve it, and your familiar is saying that's completely wrong, and this is a thought or a belief that can be released. Your familiar has support. Your familiar, with the Six of Bones and the Justice card, your familiar is really telling you, both these cards are saying that your familiar is supporting you with love and appreciation, and your familiar is here to fill your house with love and fill your life with love and just be here and support you and love you and be there for you whenever you need them, and to let your familiar be there for you, let your familiar support you. just as much as you support your familiar. You're probably giving your familiar lots of love and you're very grateful, and your familiar feels that way about you as well. Your familiar wants you to just let that love in, let that support in even more, know you are worthy, know you are deserving. Your familiar wants to help you and assist you and guide you and wants this to be a real great partnership, a relationship between the two of you where you are both helping each other, you're both supporting each other, you're both loving each other, you're both here for each other unconditionally. And your familiar is just letting you know that that's the kind of relationship they want. They're grateful for the relationship that they have with you. They're grateful for that connection that they have with you. Anything that you can do to foster that, grow that bond, support that bond, whether it's playing games or cuddling on the couch or eating food together or whatever it is that you want to do with your familiar to grow that bond, to grow that love and trust and that connection and support each other through life. Your familiar is here for it, your familiar wants it, and your familiar is letting you know that you are worthy and deserving of it. So I hope that was helpful for you, Group 1, and you have a really great full moon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 2, your cards are the Page of Paws, and the Chariot. Group 2, your cards, the Chariot and the Page of Paws. Your familiar is reminding you that you have the strength and the capability to overcome any challenges that come your way. Your familiar has seen you do it in the past, whether that was in physical form or in spirit or in another life or whatever. They've seen it, they know it can happen, and they know your energy. They have full trust in you and your energy, and they know that whatever comes up, don't be worried or fearful or have anxiety or overwhelm about a new situation or a new opportunity or a new path or something that you're unsure of in your life right now. Your familiar is saying just go for it. Go all in and you got this, whatever belief that's stopping you or limiting you or worrying you. Release that belief and go all in. Go for it. Your familiar's got your back. Your familiar knows you're strong enough to do it. Your familiar says, be persistent, have strong willpower, be determined, and you will get there. You will overcome whatever it is. If there isn't anything right now and something comes up later, just remember that your familiar has your back and your familiar is cheering you on and encouraging you to keep going. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you are trying to pursue or your goals. Keep at it and stay determined. Your familiar is also asking you to take control of a situation, step in your power, know that you are strong and you've got this, you can handle it, you don't need anyone else, you can do it on your own, you have the support from your familiar. With the Page of Paws, your familiar is telling you to open yourself up to other people. So you can do this on your own. You've got this. You don't need anyone, but it doesn't hurt to socialize, to have fun, to interact, to engage with other people. Think of like a puppy or a kitten. They're really curious. They want to get into everything and explore everything and see everything and know everything, play with everything. They just want to explore their world. That's the kind of energy your familiar wants you to kind of get into. So maybe there's something that you've been thinking about doing, but you're not really sure. Your familiar is saying, you got this, you can do it, don't worry. And get curious, discover, explore. Just get into, learn something new, get into something new. Again, this card is reminding you to get into that fearless energy. Get really confident and sure of yourself. Know your power. Step into your power. So your familiar is really reminding you of your power. And this full moon, maybe your familiar wants you to release something, a belief or a mindset or a thought that is reoccurring that tells you you are not powerful or you're not enough or you need more of this or more of that or you can't do this yet because you don't have this or you haven't done this. All of that's not true. Release that thought, release that belief. Your familiar says just go for it. You don't need any more. You don't need to be this or that. You're already enough. You already have enough. You already know enough. You already do enough. You already are enough. And also have fun, socialize, be with other people, network. Your familiar wants you to engage, talk, communicate. Even if it's not with new people, with people you already know, maybe get a little more social, whatever you can do to get in the energy of others and let yourself be seen, let yourself be heard, share your ideas, share your thoughts. Your familiar wants you to be more vocal and expressive. Get out into the world and meet new people, meet new animals. Your familiar wants this curious, puppy, kitten-like energy to be a part of daily life. Maybe take your familiar to a new park, dog park, or on a new walk if you have a dog, a place where you haven't been before that you two can explore together. Or get a new toy for your cat, something that your cat has never played with or seen before, and explore that together. Do something new, fresh, exciting together. Even if that's watch a new show and cuddle on the couch, or learn a new skill together, learn agility, or train your cat to shake a paw, which can be done. Do something new and exciting and involve your familiar in something new and exciting. I hope this was helpful and you have a really great full moon period, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 3, your cards are the Sun and the Two of Balls. Group 3, with the card the Sun, your familiar wants you to feel optimistic, joyful, refreshed, full of vitality and energy. Your familiar wants you to just feel like the world is full of opportunity and you're here to take whatever you want, and you feel cheerful and optimistic, and your familiar wants you to approach a situation or a day or an event or something in your life this way. And your familiar is reminding you to look at any beliefs or mindset, any thoughts, any patterns, any behaviors that you have in your life that may be preventing you from feeling this way or from approaching something in this way with this type of energy. And the Two of Balls is your familiar saying that you and your dog or your cat are a team. You guys work together, you do well together, you come together to accomplish something, a goal or an outcome, and you work really well together. Your familiar wants you to work with them or with another loved one, or team up, work together to accomplish a goal, to learn from your familiar, to learn from someone else in your life, to work towards accomplishing something. Your familiar really wants to take action and move forward, move together as a team. And a team is where you're both leaders, you both balance each other out, you both work off each other, and you consider each other's opinions, and you consider each other's likes and dislikes. So if this is with your familiar or with someone else in your life, or maybe it's a few people in your life, your familiar really wants you to consider how you work together in a team, or to find people in your life that you can have this really great team, this partnership, this balance, this dynamic where you two really work well together and learn from each other. Your familiar really wants you to be motivated and go after something and look to others for inspiration, look to others for motivation. Who do you have in your life that you can find this optimism and this joy? Who do you have that you can get excited with and share your big goals and your dreams? And if you don't have someone that you feel comfortable doing that, your familiar is here to take that position. Tell your familiar your goals and your dreams. Get excited with your familiar. Tell your familiar what you want your life to be like, what you're going after, your desires, and share those visualizations with your familiar. And get excited, just get really happy and fill those thoughts with love, and look for role models, look for people that are living the life you want, or that have what you want to have, or doing what you want to do. Even if you don't directly engage with them, maybe it's someone you follow on Instagram or someone that you watch their YouTube videos religiously. Find someone that inspires you, that motivates you, and just consume their content. Listen to their podcasts. Listen to music that makes you feel the way you want to feel in life, or makes you feel like you've accomplished your goals. Surround yourself with people that are living proof that you can have the life you're dreaming of. You can have whatever you want, because when you see someone else having it, it's proof that it's possible for you. These people are no different than you. The only difference is that they already have it, or they're already doing it. So this full moon, release whatever is getting in your way from having that optimism, that excitement, that joy, that love for life, the passion that you have behind your goals. And if you don't have goals or dreams or aspirations that bring you up, light you up, excite you, find some, create some, and then find people that are inspiring or motivating. Your familiar really wants you to find the joy and love in life and release anything that may be preventing you from feeling that joy on a regular basis, even if it's just for a few minutes a day, just getting into that excitement and that happiness and feeling passionate about something. I hope that was helpful for you, Group 3, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.